Another day, another dollar. Thank the Lord for another 24. God, I knew that was you. I'm finna head into work here in a second. I just finished up meal prepping. You know, as you can see, I got my meal prep food. You know, I'm finna go in tonight. And I'm going to do a video, you know, meal prep one-on-one. I'm going to give y'all some game. You know, this video, anybody can use this video. You know, I just said, I titled the video for correctional officers just because I'm a correctional officer. I've been a correctional officer for 13 years, and I know firsthand, and I see it firsthand, you know, in my 13-year career, how easy it is, you know, working as a correctional officer or any type of law enforcement job, anywhere where you have to work shift work, how easy it is, you know, once you start working all those hours, different shifts, you had a long day. It's so easy to just be like, man, I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight. You know, I'm just going to go through the Bojangles drive-thru or Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King. I'm just going to get me the fat boy burger, the big juicy burger with a large fry and wash it down with a Coke, you know, and I'm going to call it a day, you know. So I'm going to give y'all some games, some tips on things I do, you know, as far as meal prepping, how I stay ready with my meals, even with working. I work a lot of overtime at the prison I'm at now. You know, I average about 32 hours of overtime a week. That's on top of my 40 hours, my regular shift. So I'm working 72 hours a week. You know, this is on top of, you know, making all these YouTube videos, going to the gym every day. I still make time to go to the gym every day. You know, I try to watch what I eat. I'm posting videos on all of my social media channels, you know, my Instagram, my TikTok. I'm on Snapchat. I post on Facebook. I post on everything, you know, all day, every day. You know, I'm still able to maintain, though, my diet and my regimen. I'm going to give y'all some game, though, and some tips on things I do. So what I do personally is I usually do my meal preps on my night going back in to work. You know, I work night shift. I've been on the same shift for about 5 years now. You know, I'm off Sunday, Mondays, you know. So Monday evening, before I'm about to go back into work for the week and start my shifts, I usually go ahead and meal prep then, you know. And with meal prepping, I will tell you this, you know, it's wise. It's a good idea to invest in some of these meal prep containers. You know, they have all kind of different types of meal prep containers. You know, I got a whole bunch. They have different compartments. You know, you got this one for like 3 different portions or whatever you cooking. They have the single ones. They have the smaller version for like your snacks and whatnot. And the thing I want to emphasize in this video, though, a lot of this, what it boils down to is you have to be mentally tough, and you have to mentally will yourself to want to do this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a mindset. I already have it in my mind. A lot of things that I do, you know, if you follow me on my other channels, a lot of the things y'all see me do, I already have it in my mind that I'm going to do it. You know, it's just going to happen regardless. You know, for instance, I'm going to go to the gym damn near every day. You know, even if I work a 16-hour shift, even if I only go in there for 45 minutes and just do like a quick arm workout or touch some chest or shoulders, I'm still going to go. I already have it in my mind. You know, as soon as my relief shows up, you know, they walk through the door. I'm like, okay, boom, it's game time. I'm finna go hit this gym. As soon as I give them my equipment, brief them on what happened on the shift, anything occurred out of the ordinary, boom. As soon as I walk through the slider, I'm out the prison, boom, I'm running to the car. I can't wait to get home, take my shot of pre-workout, and go hit the gym. It's like a lifestyle for me. I've been doing it. I've been working out since I was 13 years old. You know, I started lifting weights for football. I kept up with it all through high school, all when I was playing college football. When I stopped playing football, graduated college, I kept up with working out. So I've been doing it so long that it's like a lifestyle for me. And I tell people this, you know, that'll help you out a lot, you know, with your fitness goals, this meal prepping, you know, trying to eat healthier. If you just get it in your mind that you're going to just lock in 100% and embrace it as a lifestyle. You have to embrace it as a lifestyle. That's what works for me. You know, that's what I try to recommend to people. You know, I know it's easier said than done. It takes a lot of discipline. and commitment. But the thing is, I say this a lot in my videos, you know, you don't have to be perfect. You know, you don't have to be perfect with this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have, like, on the weekends, I don't even meal prep hardly. You know, on the weekends, my days off, when I get off Saturday morning, you know, I usually go to the gym, and my days off, I go out to eat. I like to go out to eat, so I hardly ever meal prep. If I have some leftover meal preps, I may eat those then, but outside of that, I usually like to go out to eat. You know, I like to balance it out because I still want to enjoy myself. You know, you have to make it enjoyable. Even the most fit people in the world, the triathlons, the people you see on the cover of Muscle and Fitness magazine, whatever, movie actors, even they have cheat meals. They take days off where they don't eat the meal prep food. Trust me, I damn sure don't do it, you know. And I've been on my cut. You know, I started my cut for 2024 the week before New Year's Eve. You know, I started going ahead, cutting down, cleaning up my diet, doing more cardio. I'm down like 25 pounds. You know, I was weighing like 238. You know, I was just bulking, lifting weights. I still dieted to an extent, but I wasn't as serious as I am now. When I start to cut, you know, I started getting ready for the summertime. That's when I really start to dial in on my diet. You know, the majority of your battles when it comes to weight loss, fitness, you know, trying to lose weight, majority of it is in the food. I learned that a long time ago. So if you can dial in and go as hard with the meal prep, the diet, eating as clean as possible, you know, the key to it is you have to eat cleaner and eat less. If you do those things and you're consistent with them and you stay disciplined as possible, you're going to get leaner. You're going to lose weight. It just is what it is, you know. You have to study the formula. It's like math, ABC, 1, 2, 3, you know. But like I said, if you just starting out, you know, this is what works for me. Like I said, I do my meal preps on Monday. You know, I usually just do like 3 days worth of food. You know, I don't do like some people, they may do like for the whole week, 7 days. They got their breakfast, their lunch, and their dinner. They got like damn near 21, 7 times 21 container, all kinds of containers stacked up. I know you have to do what works for you. I know me personally, I have to switch it up, you know. So I eat my meal prep food, but I only make it out for like 3 or 4 days. If I had to, I would. I just don't want to eat the same shit for, you know, 7 days. So I just usually meal prep my food out for about 3 or 4 days, you know. And I end up probably meal prepping again for like the last 2 or 3 days before I go into my days off. This is the next thing I want to stress when it comes to meal prepping. That'll make it a whole lot easier for you. If you find like 3 to 5 good recipes that you're good at and you stick to those, it'll make it a whole lot easier. It'll save you a whole lot of time. You know, me personally, I'm not the type to like do all these different recipes you may see on Instagram or Pinterest. They look good. They look, you know, I wish I could, but I just don't have the time for it. I stick to the same recipes every week. I cook the same stuff every week. So right here, you know, I have twice baked barbecue chicken. So basically I just take some chicken, you know, I may season it up a little bit with some herbs and spices. I put it in the oven, bake it for like 35, 40 minutes till it's done. Then I usually take it out. I put some barbecue sauce on it, shake it up. Then I put it back in the oven for like another 10 or 15 minutes. Then for my sides, I usually do roasted vegetables. You know, you can get the raw vegetables. I usually get a lot of those bird's eyes, roastable vegetables. They come in the blue pack in the frozen vegetable section. You know, that makes it easier for me. And I'll put them on the pan. I drizzle them with olive oils, a little bit of salt, a little bit pepper, and I put them in the oven for like 35 minutes so they get crispy. Or I'll just do rice, you know. So the main dishes that I like to make for me is this one, the twice baked barbecue chicken with either the rice or vegetables, or I'll do like baked fish. I may cook a steak here and there, like maybe once a week or something. I get a pack of steak, make some steak and vegetables, maybe with some rice. And my other dish that I like to do is I take some andouille sausage, the turkey andouille sausage, I dice it up, and I like to do shrimp with it. And I'll take a green pepper, a red pepper, an onion, and some mushrooms, and I saute that all together. I cook the shrimp separately till it's cooked, and I saute the sausage and all the vegetables together. And once the shrimp's done, I put it in with the other stuff. I saute that all together. You know, I make a big batch, right? And I usually just eat that with some rice on the side or some vegetables, you know. I do the same meal prep like every week faithfully. You know, Monday, I usually do the sausage and shrimp with the vegetables, you know, and I may do chicken, like I said, or fish. And I keep it simple. I make it work for me. Like I said, you have to make it work for you. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to sustain it. You're not going to be able to stick to it. You know, I see people trying all these fad diets, these crash diets. Oh, I'm just going to drink watermelon juice for 90 days. Or I'm just going to eat lemons for 2 months. It's not sustainable. You have to do something that you can sustain long term, that'll work for you. You know, if you know in your head that you can't meal prep for 7 days a week, you know, and eat all of your meal prep food and not skip any days, then don't even set yourself up for failure. You know, do something like I do. I just break it down. I do like 2 or 3 days worth. Then I switch it up. I may cook the fish or something like that. You know, then like I said, with this, you don't have to be perfect. Like I said, some days while I don't feel like eating my meal prep food, I may go out to eat, you know, or I may run out in between my shifts and I may grab a sub from Subway, things like that. You know, I stress this so much in my videos when I do my meal prepping. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent and you have to be disciplined with it, you know. So even when I go out to eat, you know, I may go out on the weekend or something. I'm out turning up on the town. I done went to Buffalo Wild Wings, had 30 wings, some fries. They had about probably 5 or 10 beers. Then I may go to the club afterwards, have some alcohol, man, smoking cigars, all that. Even despite all of that, I'm so disciplined and consistent with this, and I treat it so much like a lifestyle that the next day I'm right back on it. You know, I don't go out as much. I don't club as much because I'm older. But back in my 20s and stuff, when I used to go to the club, it was nothing for me to go out. You know, like I said, when you go to the club or the bars, you know how you do. You know we're going to go in there and eat some wings, burgers, fries, pizza, stuff like that, drink a lot of alcohol. But even when I got back home, I could get home 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. I still got up at damn near 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and I go to the gym and I work out, and I'm back right back on my diet. You know what I'm saying? I'm back with the meal prep food. I cook a healthy breakfast the next day, stuff like that. That's why I stress it's not about being perfect with this. You know, if you try to be perfect, you know, and you try to be too hard on yourself, you're not going to sustain. It's not going to be sustainable, you know, and you're going to revert back to your old ways. That's why you see so many people, you know, they try this diet out, you know, they just going to eat salad for a half of the year. You know, they lose all this weight, but it's not sustainable. They can't keep sustaining it. And what happens? They go right back to their old eating habits. Then they gain all the weight back, you know. That's why I'm saying you got to find something that works for you, and you have to try to stick to it as best as you can. Once you find something that you can sustain long term, you know. So I know everybody's not like me, you know. I'm a gym head. I'm a gym junkie. I'm going to work out, God willing, to the day I die. You know, I go damn near every day. The days I don't go to the gym, I just work out here at the crib. I got dumbbells. I got the whole setup here. I know everybody doesn't have that same level of dedication or passion or love for the gym. So when it comes to the working out part and fitness, you know, you have to do what you can sustain. If you can only go and work out 3 days a week, that's better than nothing. You know, if you can meal prep 3 or 4 days a week, you know, that's what your schedule allows you to do. That's better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. That's what I'm trying to stress in this video, man. Don't take the shortcut. Don't fall into the trap, you know, of letting your body go. You know, it's so easy to do working in this type of field, working in corrections, law enforcement. You work any type of job where it's shift work. due to the fact that you're working all these different hours, you start to get lackadaisical, you start to get lazy. I've seen so many people come in, they come in fairly slim or lean, and it's like they let themselves go, and it's like they just blow up, man. It's like, I'll be like, God damn, they just getting bigger and bigger, man. Like, you need to have some type of intervention. And I don't like to talk bad about people or, try to clown people, because people may be going through different struggles. People may have weight issues, things like that. So I never would try to downplay anybody, talk negative about anybody. I'm just shedding light on the situation, and I'm just being realistic. It's easy when you work this type of job, to let yourself go, man. Next thing you know, your pants, you can't even hardly fit your uniform, your stomach hanging over your back. It's not a good look, man. You have to stay fit for duty, working in this type of job, because you have to remember, especially if you're working in corrections, you're working in these prisons, in these jails, the inmates, they're working out every day. I see it. If you work in corrections, you see it. You can look out in the rec yard. It's probably 300-400 inmates out there doing burpees, doing pull-ups, jogging miles and miles. They're in shape, shredded to the gills. They eat pretty much the same thing what we provide them. They go to bed early, get up early. I see some inmates, man, they're so regimented with it. They be up like 4 or 5 in the morning before you even unlock their cell. They in their cell working out, So that tells you have to take this serious, man. This is the big part right here. This meal prepping, the food, healthier eating, hitting the gym. That's a big part of staying fit and maintaining your fitness for duty, You have to take it serious, especially if you're new to the corrections. You coming in, you haven't went to the academy yet. You haven't been working out or running like you need to. You got to take that serious, man, because I've seen so many people come in, especially where I'm at with the Bureau of Prison. They come in, they don't take it serious. They know that they're going to send them to the academy in like probably 4 to 8 months. They know they're going to go down there, but they haven't done no type of training. They haven't prepared themselves any type of way. They haven't started eating cleaner, working out, jogging, and they go down there and they flunk, and you know what happens? They end up losing their job. If you don't, that's the requirement for the Bureau of Prison. If you get on with the feds and you go down to Glencoe, the training academy for the correctional officers, and you don't pass the physical part, the written part, you lose your job. They send you back home, and it's up to the warden what he wants to do. There's rare instances where the warden will send a recruit or a rookie back down there to try to do it again. A lot of times they end up losing their job. I've seen it happen so many times over the year. People go down there, and they don't pass the running part. And it's like you're out of a job. You invested all that time for nothing. You went back and forth with the hiring process, with HR, you done put all this time in and effort for nothing and lose your job, But yeah, this was what worked for me, with the meal prepping. I try to stay consistent. Like I said, I've been working out. I'm big into fitness. When I first started my YouTube channel, before I even started doing these correctional officer videos, my channel was initially about working out and fitness. That's why my channel name is The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I never changed it because I wanted people, that initially started following me for the working out and the motivational part to, to be able to find my videos, So that's why I named it The Ghetto Bodybuilder. People ask me why I named my channel The Ghetto Bodybuilder. There's a little backstory on that. I grew up poor. I grew up in the projects on one of the roughest neighborhoods on the west side of Columbus, Ohio. I grew up in poverty, the projects, Section 8, WIC, a high crime area, a lot of poverty, a lot of crime going on in and out of that area. Police was constantly in and out, man, of the projects I lived in and grew up in, So I named my channel The Ghetto Bodybuilder, just so I never forget where I came from, where I started at. I stay humble. That keeps me humble. That's why I called it that. People always ask me that. That's the reason why. So I stay humble and I never forget. I grew up in the ghetto, but I found a way to make it out and to make a better life for myself. So that's the backstory on why I call my channel that, But yeah, man, this meal prepping thing, man, is you got it. The best way I could tell you, the best way I could put it to you is to just embrace it as a lifestyle, And you have to take baby steps. You can't just go into a full force. Just start Just start experimenting, maybe one day a week. Find some recipes that you're good at, just play around in the kitchen. Like I said, get your meal prep containers, get all your stuff you need. When you start going out the grocery shop, make you a list. Every time I go grocery shopping, I make a food list. So I'm not in there just going up and down the aisles, throwing random shit in the buggy. I already know what I need to get. I look in my refrigerator, I look in the pantry and stuff, and I'm good to go. I got all my stuff I need, and I make it work for me. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got merchandise for sale on my website. Shop with me on my website, www.theghettobodybuilder.com, man. But yeah, I hope this video helped y'all out, man. This is where it's at, man. You don't want to let yourself go, man. You have to stay fit for duty. This is one of the main components of staying fit, keeping your body in shape. This could potentially save your life. If you in shape, you eating healthier, you not eating just anything. You let yourself go. You may be in there, get into it with an inmate get on top of you, fighting you, boom, trying to take you out, pull the knife out on you. If you out of shape, big, you can't even run, you damn wobbling around, they gonna stab the shit out of you. Bam, bam, they gonna hit all that fat, man. You may get saved by all the fat rolls, but I don't want to take that chance. I'd rather stay in shape and stay fit for duty. Y'all got any questions, comments, concerns? Y'all got any topics or ideas for future videos y'all may want me to record at a later date? Drop a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated. Boom!